Hey guys, it's Will, and I'm back with a new video, this time to talk about my record store day Black Friday haul. And as usual, I went out to my record store on Friday morning, and I was very surprised to see that there weren't that many people in line for record store day Black Friday. Compared to other years that I've been, that I show up in the morning and there's still a huge line and I have to wait for a long time. This wasn't the case this year. For some reason, I don't know if the hype is passing by, or maybe there weren't that many good releases for this edition of Record Store Day. But anyways, I did wanted to pick up a few things. I saw the list in advance. My number one pick in the list was the Garbage 20th edition of the self-titled album, or the 20th anniversary edition of the self-titled album that came in double LP. I was very afraid that they were gonna they were gonna have a huge price for this record, even before I went there. But I thought, you know, it's just there are no really extra tracks in the album, so I don't see how they could charge more than, I don't know, $35 or something like that. So I was hoping to get it, even if it's a little bit expensive. Anyways, I get into the record store and they're charging $50 for that record, and I just could not justify paying that much for an album that I already have on CD. I paid literally $2 for this album on a thrift store, and the 20th anniversary edition on vinyl has the same songs. It has, granted, it does come with some extra artwork, and it comes in a double LP, but in color vinyl. But I can't justify paying that much for an album that I basically already have, and this album sounds great on CD, so I don't really mind having and just using this one. So I skipped on the Garbage 20th anniversary album, and I just picked up something else. So let's get started. And my first pick, or actually I got 3 Record Store Day exclusive records, and then after that they had a record sale, and I also picked up 3 records from the used record sale. So let's start off with the Record Store Day exclusive records, and the first one is actually a 10-inch single by Spoon, and you've heard me talk about this band a lot recently. I've been listening to them a lot. I kind of discovered, I knew of them for a long time from the songs that they played in the radio, but I haven't really got a chance to listen to them very much as far as the full-length album. And when I saw that they were going to release this 10-inch single on Record Store Day, I of course picked it up. And this one came out this year on 2015 on Loma Vista Records. And it is limited to about 4,400 copies. And I didn't know, but when I played it, I realized, wow, this sounds a lot like the Cramps, which is very weird because Spoon is very different to the Cramps. And after reading about it a little bit, I realized that this song, TV Set, is actually a cover of the Cramps. Which kind of makes a lot of sense. And there's a back, the back. Oh, there you go. And the B-side is a song called Let Me Be Mine, Night Version, which is an alternative version of the song that is included in their latest album. That it's pretty good. Both songs are good in this single. And this one came in, I did not know that it came in color vinyl, which is always good. Well, most times it's good. Came on pink vinyl. And the custom labels. So it looks great, and it sounds really good as well. Like I said, it's a Cramps cover song, and originally it was intended for the soundtrack of the remake of the movie Poltergeist. In case you might have heard this song in the movie. Anyways, let's go ahead and listen to a short clip from this song, TV Set from Spoon, which is a cover of the Cramps. Let's check it out.
Baby, I see you with my TV set. Yeah, baby, I see you with my TV set. I cut your head off, I put it in my TV set. I use your eyeballs for that over my TV
Alright, so next I picked up a classic punk rock record that they re-released exclusively for Record Store Day on color vinyl, and this is The Clash. Let me take it out of the sleeve. There you go. Sorry for the glare. I kept the shrink wrap on this one to keep the sticker. But that's The Clash, obviously, with their self-titled album from 1977. Of course, this is the 2015 reissue on Epic Records. And of course, this is the reissue of the Clash's first album. There's the hype sticker right there. So it says the Clash's first album on White Riot and Protex Blue split color vinyl, and limited and numbered edition out of 5,000. And I got number 3515 and the numbered edition of the record. And a classic album, of course, by the Clash. I did not have this record on vinyl or on CD, so that's why I decided to pick it up. It did come with the original sleeve, in the inner sleeve with the lyrics of all the songs. And what's the difference between this edition and the regular reissues of this album is basically the colored vinyl, which came in blue and white, like the hype sticker said. Protex Blue and White Riot vinyl based on the names of the songs in the album, which I must admit it does look cool, but in my opinion, the classic albums like this ones, I really prefer to have them just in regular black vinyl. I honestly just bought it just because of the novelty to have it in the limited edition, but I don't really mind having classic albums like this in just regular classic black vinyl. Especially, well, I guess I don't really mind if it came in colored vinyl, as long as it matched the artwork from the record. For example, for this album, I would love to see a white and green copy or a green vinyl version of The Clash, because it would match the album cover. But anyways, I didn't mind. It still looks really good. The music, of course, is fantastic. It has a lot of the hits. My favorite song in this album is actually Protex Blue. I love that song, and anybody that's into punk rock should definitely have and hear at least once this album by The Clash. And yeah, that's again The Clash with their original first self-titled album. Next, I picked up an album by one of my favorite bands, actually my favorite band, and I actually did not know that they would have this album on Record Store Day until the day before Record Store Day, Black Friday. Apparently they announced it almost at the last minute, and of course I'm talking about Green Day with American Idiot. And this one is originally from 2004 on Reprise Records. Of course, this is the 2015 reissue, especially for Record Store Day Black Friday. There's the back. Classic album by Green Day from 2004. A lot of hits like American Idiot, Holiday, Jesus of Suburbia. Really great song, and what makes this different also is the color of the vinyl. This has been repressed before in many different colors, I think, but mostly on black. This one came on black, white, and red vinyl. I could be wrong, actually. What does it say here? I actually haven't opened this one. I'm waiting for my next video, to do kind of like a seal to revealed live opening of this album, because I of course can listen to this one on CD that I have it, and I did not have a copy of this one on vinyl. So I was very glad to find this one. I think it's also limited to, I think it's like 5,000 copies or something like that. So the vinyl that should come in is red, white, and black vinyl, which I think there's 2 LPs. One comes in red and white, and the other one comes in black and red, I think. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait until my next video to find out, I guess. But anyways, that's Green Day with American Idiot. Let's actually go ahead and listen to a short clip to one of my favorite songs in this album. That's She's a Rebel.
She's a rebel, she's a saint, she's a salt
Okay, so those are actually the only three albums or three records that I picked up for Record Store Day Black Friday that were exclusively released for Record Store Day. But after after Record Store Day, the record store also had like used record sale. So I went out there and they had a lot of good stuff. So I also picked up three albums. The first one is this one by the Canadian indie rock band Always. Always spelled with a double V instead of a W. And this is their self-titled album. This is also their first album. And this one came out in 2013 on Polyvinyl Records. And what was cool about this record is when I saw it is that it came signed. I don't know if you can see the signatures there, but it came signed by the whole band. So I thought that was really cool. And now I've heard a lot about Always in the past. I just never got a chance to actually listen to their full album. And yeah, I listened to it. I like it. I wasn't really too impressed by them. It's kind of like a dream pop or really pop punk or indie pop music. Which is good. I liked it. It's just that I wasn't extremely impressed by it. I only listened to it once. I may have to listen to it a few more times before actually liking it more. But still a good album by the Canadian band Always. And what's cool also that it came with these inner sleeves, custom inner sleeves with some additional artwork. And it also came in on colored vinyl. I just recently found out that this is actually an early reissue of the album. It was reissued a few times on a limited basis. This one came in on electric blue vinyl and the custom labels. And I guess it's kind of like a marbled electric blue. So it looks great and it sounds really good as well. So yeah, that's Always with their self-titled album. Actually, let's go ahead and listen to a short clip from Always. Let's check it out. Okay, so that was Always with a short clip from a song from their latest album. Now next, I also picked up a copy of Blondie with Parallel Lines. This happens to be my favorite Blondie album, and I already had it before on vinyl. It's just that my copy was completely beat up and it had a lot of scratches. I also bought it used, so I had to find me a replacement copy. This one was $7, so it wasn't too bad. Actually, you can find this one probably for cheaper on record stores and used bins. But what's different about this record itself is that it is a promo copy of the album. Right there you can see the stamp. So yeah, I had to pick it up. Of course, a very popular album by Blondie. This one is from 1978 on Chrysalis Records. Classic album by them. A lot of classic songs, like my favorite is Hanging on the Telephone. Fantastic song by early Blondie. And this one did come with the original inner sleeves with all the lyrics and the credits. And just traditional classic black vinyl with the Chrysalis labels as well. So this one sounds great. This one is in perfect condition. Great replacement for my old copy of Parallel Lines. And finally, the last album that I got on Record Store Day Black Friday is a used copy of Spoon. You heard me talk about Spoon in the first part of the video. Now you hear me talking about them in the last part of the video. This is a used copy of their album from 2005 on Merch Records. This one's called Gimme Fiction. And like I said before, I've been listening to this band a lot. I really like them. And it's actually the first full-length album that I have by them on vinyl. And there's the back, the list of the songs. And this one is cool because it came in with a gatefold cover with some additional artwork and a really cool picture of the band playing live. And this one came in also in black vinyl. Oh, this one also came in with the download code, and even for a used record, the download code worked, so I was happy about that. and I came with an insert with some crazy looking artwork. That's about it. It didn't get cut, that's how it is. And the lyrics of all the songs, and also the it came on black vinyl with the custom labels as well. That's a spoon with Gimme Fiction. About the music, this album, I really like it. I think I'm gonna like all the albums by Spoon because I really like their style. If you haven't had a chance to listen to them, check them out. They are a really good indie rock band from Austin, Texas, and their style is very cool. It's kind of like the Strokes, or a little bit like I wouldn't call them like a garage rock, but it's just a good indie rock band. That's the best way to describe it. But anyways, that's all I have to show you for today. I'm gonna leave you with a short clip from the album by Spoon, Gimme Fiction. This one is called I Turn My Camera On. Again, thanks for watching and take care. Bye bye.
I turn my camera on, I cut my face.